The electric car, a short history. Electric cars are becoming a popular choice for people all around the world. They are seen as a cleaner, greener alternative to traditional gasoline-powered cars. But how did electric cars come to be? Let's take a journey through the history of electric cars, from their early beginnings to the present day. The early days of electric cars. The idea of electric vehicles is not as new as you might think. The first small-scale electric cars were developed in the early 1800s. Around 1828, Hungarian engineer Ányos Jedlik built a small-scale model of a vehicle powered by an electric motor he designed. By the mid-19th century, inventors in different parts of the world were experimenting with electric power for transportation. In 1835, Dutch professor Sibrandus Strating and his assistant Christopher Becker created a small-scale electric car powered by non-rechargeable primary cells. These early experiments laid the foundation for future developments in electric mobility. The rise of electric cars. Electric cars began to gain traction in the late 1800s and early 1900s. In 1891, William Morrison, a chemist from Iowa, built the first successful electric car in the United States. This car could go up to 14 miles per hour, which was quite impressive at the time. By the early 1900s, electric cars were becoming more popular, especially in cities. They were quieter, cleaner, and easier to drive than gasoline-powered cars, which made them a favorite among urban drivers. Wealthy individuals often preferred electric cars for their luxurious and quiet ride. In 1900, electric cars accounted for about a third of all vehicles on the road in the United States. Companies like Baker Electric, Columbia Electric, and Detroit Electric were leading manufacturers of electric cars. Women especially appreciated electric cars for their ease of use, as they did not require the hand cranking necessary to start gasoline engines. The decline of electric cars. However, the popularity of electric cars was short-lived. By the 1920s, gasoline-powered cars had taken over the market. Several factors contributed to the decline of electric cars. 1. Improved road infrastructure. As road networks expanded, people needed cars that could travel longer distances. Gasoline-powered cars had a greater range than electric cars. 2. Mass production. Henry Ford's introduction of the assembly line made gasoline-powered cars cheaper and more accessible to the average person. The Model T, introduced in 1908, was affordable and could be mass-produced efficiently. 3. Availability of gasoline. The discovery of large petroleum reserves made gasoline cheap and widely available. Gas stations began to appear across the country, making it convenient to refuel gasoline cars. 4. Technological limitations. Electric cars of the time had limited range and long charging times. Batteries were heavy and inefficient, making long-distance travel impractical. The revival of electric cars. After decades of dominance by gasoline-powered cars, interest in electric vehicles began to resurface in the latter half of the 20th century. Concerns about air pollution, oil prices, and a desire for sustainable energy sources led to renewed interest in electric cars. The impact of the 1970s energy crisis. The energy crises of the 1970s highlighted the world's dependence on oil and sparked interest in alternative energy sources. Automakers started to explore electric vehicles once again. However, the technology of the time still limited the range and performance of electric cars. During this period, several experimental electric cars were developed. For example, the American Motor Company, AMC, produced an electric version of their popular Gremlin model. However, these vehicles were often seen as niche products and did not achieve mainstream success. The rise of modern electric cars. The modern era of electric cars began in the 1990s with the introduction of models like the General Motors EV1. Although the EV1 was discontinued, it paved the way for further advancements in electric vehicle technology. The EV1 was notable for its aerodynamic design and use of advanced batteries, offering a glimpse into the potential of electric cars. In the 2000s, companies like Tesla began to revolutionize the market. Tesla's Roadster, introduced in 2008, was the first highway-legal electric car to use lithium-ion battery cells, offering a range of over 200 miles on a single charge. The success of the Roadster demonstrated that electric cars could be both high-performance and practical. Tesla continued to innovate with models like the Model S, Model 3, and Model X, which offered longer ranges, faster charging, and advanced features like autopilot. Other automakers such as Nissan, Chevrolet, and BMW also entered the market with their own electric models, further expanding the options available to consumers. The present and future of electric cars. Today, electric cars are more popular than ever. Advances in battery technology, charging infrastructure, and government incentives have made electric vehicles a viable option for many drivers. Governments around the world are promoting electric cars as a way to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and combat climate change. Benefits of electric cars. 1. Environmental benefits. Electric cars produce zero tailpipe emissions, helping to reduce air pollution and combat climate change. They can be powered by renewable energy sources like solar and wind, further reducing their carbon footprint. 2. Cost savings. Electric cars are cheaper to operate and maintain compared to gasoline-powered cars. Electricity is generally cheaper than gasoline, and electric cars have fewer moving parts, reducing maintenance costs. Many governments also offer incentives, tax credits, and rebates for electric car buyers. 3. Performance. Electric cars offer quick acceleration and a smooth, quiet ride. The instant torque provided by electric motors makes them responsive and fun to drive. Challenges. Facing electric cars. Despite their benefits, electric cars still face some challenges. 1. Range anxiety. Although the range of electric cars has improved, some drivers are still concerned about running out of power on long trips. Automakers are continuously working to increase battery capacity and improve efficiency. 2. Battery anxiety. Closely related to range anxiety, battery anxiety refers to concerns about the longevity and health of the car's battery. Drivers may worry about how long their battery will last, how it will perform in different weather conditions, and the cost of replacing it when it eventually wears out. As technology advances, manufacturers are focusing on improving battery life and offering warranties to alleviate these concerns. 3. Charging infrastructure. While charging stations are becoming more common, they are still not as widespread as gas stations. Efforts are underway to expand charging networks and develop faster charging technologies. 4. Upfront cost. Electric cars can be more expensive upfront compared to traditional cars, although this is offset by lower running costs and government incentives. As battery technology advances, the cost of electric cars is expected to decrease. Innovations in electric car technology. The future of electric cars looks promising, with ongoing advancements in technology. Solid-state batteries, which offer higher energy density and faster charging times, are being developed and could revolutionize the electric car industry. Autonomous driving technology is also being integrated into electric cars, promising safer and more efficient transportation. Conclusion. The history of electric cars is a fascinating journey of innovation and perseverance. From the early experiments of the 1800s to the high-tech vehicles of today, electric cars have come a long way. As technology continues to advance and concerns about the environment grow, electric cars are set to play an even bigger role in the future of transportation. This video aimed to provide a brief overview of the electric car's history. The journey of electric vehicles is far from over, and it will be exciting to see what the future holds. With continued investment in research and development, electric cars have the potential to transform the automotive industry and contribute to a more sustainable future.